Okay, so we're just going to have a quick look at the Emirates Team New Zealand Capsize, the live sail dive footage. Going from starboard jibe to port jibe. Just going to have a little breakdown of exactly what happens, what causes the incident. Just play it through full time. You can see the bow goes in after the jibe, rig loads up, rudder lets go, and in they go, stick it in hard. But I actually think the root kind of cause of the issue is before the jibe. So if we just slow this down a little bit and playing the footage, so just here you can see they start to touch down, and this is before the jibe. The windward foil, the new foil, is still up, so I think they just either get a little bit low or a lack of lift, or too much nose down on the pitch. The stern gets too high, but the bow goes in, and it's quite a heavy touchdown before the jibe. And I think they must lose a lot of speed here, probably 2-3 knots at least. Then the foil goes down whilst they're still in this low mode. You can see they're obviously turning the pitch back on to get this bow up, and the bow's raising out the water, kind of hobby horsing to get the boat lifted out again, all at this kind of crucial time going into the entry of the jibe, where you want to be as stable as possible. So they managed to lift the boat out again, but they must have lost quite a lot of speed as they now start entering the turn, the sails come over. And what happens if you jibe when you've got less apparent wind, so the boat's going slower, it means you have to exit the jibe higher initially to get the speed back up to then bear away. But obviously the power comes on very quickly, so you head up, get the power, and then bear away with it. But it's super hard to balance all those forces and come out at a higher angle and then get the bear away in. This is something that all skiff 49er sailors should be familiar with, so it's something Pete probably knows about. But anyway, sails are through the jibe now. You can see the foil's doing a lot of work, there's a lot of spray, and as soon as that windward foil comes out the water, you can see they've come out quite high because of the lack of apparent wind going in. The rig's now loading up under the pressure, so if you were going faster you'd have less load on the rig, and as you go slow the sails load up, and you see the boat's heeling to leeward. That's making the boat want to head up as the centre of effort goes out to leeward. So the rudder's fighting all this, it's trying to bear the boat away when the boat wants to head up, and it's also fighting to keep the transom down in the water as the wind pressure is pushing on the top of the rig and pushing the bow down. And you can just see they lose this battle, get really lent up, bow goes in, and at this point they start to lose a load of speed. They ease a load of sail, which is kind of the natural thing to do, but it can't save them, because actually by this point the apparent wind angle will have gone way back in the boat, so easing the sails just kind of loads the rig up even more. You can see they drop the main there, the main's now dropped, it loads up, and they're just in a whole world of hurt. And again you can see the boat's wanting to screw up, it's wanting to head up, but they're trying to bear away with this rudder, and it's just stalling the rudder. Boat loads up, rudder just can't do any more, loses grip, and in they go. Splash. And then from the capsizing, it's 29 seconds, so the Brits are probably 4, 5, 6 seconds behind them, and through comfortably to leeward. So yeah, tricky boat to keep upright.